Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some cheesy taco bombs. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin by making our cheesy taco meat. So we're going to grab our skillet, set it on high heat, add a little bit of oil and allow it to heat up. Okay, and once hot, we're going to add half of a diced white onion and we're going to saute for a couple minutes. Okay, and after a couple minutes, we're going to add 2 pounds of lean ground beef. And we're going to season with 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of chile powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and salt to taste. We're going to break down our meat and allow it to cook for about 7 minutes. Okay, so after 7 minutes, our meat should be fully cooked. At this point, taste it for salt and see if you want to adjust it. For me, it's perfect. So now we're going to reduce the heat to medium and move the meat to the side. So like that, all of the grease can come out to the middle. And to that, we're going to mix 2 tablespoons of flour. And this is just going to thicken up the meat. And just begin to mix it with the meat. And once we mix the flour with the meat, just going to move it to the side once again. And to that, we're going to add 2 ounces of cream cheese and just allow it to melt. And once it melts, we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, 1/3 of a cup of salsa, use your favorite, and some cheese. I'm using about 1/2 cup. And we're just going to mix it. All right, and just like that, we have our taco meat ready. So now we're just going to turn it off, set it to the side and allow it to cool down. And meanwhile, we can make our dough. Okay, to make our dough is super easy. We're just going to mix 3 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar. With your clean hand, mix it together. We're going to add 12 tablespoons of cold butter. Just begin to crumble it together with the flour. Okay, and once we crumbled our butter with our flour, we're going to add 1 1/4 of a cup of cold water and just begin to mix it. Okay, just make sure that your flour is completely hydrated. So if it needs a little bit more water, just add it slowly. Okay, and once our flour is completely hydrated and sticky, we're going to knead for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so knead until it no longer sticks to your hand. Okay, so after 3 minutes, our dough should be ready. As you can see, it no longer sticks to our hand. So we're going to wrap it in plastic wrap and allow it to sit while we continue waiting for our meat to cool down. Alright, so once our meat has cooled down, now we are ready to shape our bombs. So before we do that, we're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees. Okay, so once we have that going on, now we're going to grab our dough and we're going to divide it between 10 to 12 pieces. So it's all going to depend on how big you want your bombs. Going to get it out of the bag. Just going to cut it in half. Keep the other side covered. And I'm going to divide it at 86 grams each piece. Just so like that, we make sure that they're nice and even. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so just repeat to the rest of the dough. So just try to get them as even as possible. And once you have them, just roll them and set them to the side and just make sure that you keep them covered. Okay, so once we have divided our dough, now we are ready to stuff it. So we're going to grab one bowl and begin to flatten it out. Okay, so once we flatten it out, I'm going to add some cheese, then top it with our meat. Okay, I'm going to be adding a little nacho cheese. And to give it a nice crunch, I'm going to be topping it with my favorite Fritos. Okay, so now we're going to grab the sides, close it together, grab the other sides, bring them all together, then grab the corners, connect them. Just like that. We're going to flip it over and just kind of give it a nice little turn. That we make sure that we secure the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to set it in our grease baking sheet. And just like that, we repeat the process. All right, so once we have all of our balls, we're going to be brushing a little melted butter. So to my melted butter, I like to add a little garlic salt. Just mix it. Okay, and brush. All right, so once they're brushed, we're going to put them in the oven and bake for 20 minutes at 450 degrees. All right, so after 5 minutes, we can now get ready to serve. And just grab it, pull, and grab your favorite sauce, guacamole, sour cream, and enjoy. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now let me tell you guys that I hope you give this recipe a try. It's seriously super easy to make and so fun. I promise you that everyone is going to enjoy them. You can stuff them, with your favorite toppings. Of course, just keep in mind that they are baking. And if you want to make it even easier, you can use pre-made biscuits. But let me tell you that this recipe is so easy. So I hope you give them a try and enjoy them just as much. Cheers and enjoy. And I am so ready. Look at that. The cheese. Seriously, the best. It's so flavorful. Everything's just perfect. It doesn't need anything. So good. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how to make super easy and delicious cheesy taco bombs. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and family, and if you create this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.